Alright, let's go see if Swansea's playing with his skull again. That sick bastard. Odd me. The city is so dark, it's hard to pick out landmarks and stuff. You keep getting lost. I keep having to check my map all the time. Alright. I think this is the way to the hospital. Yes.
Get your weapons ready! We found one! I hate leeches!
Rude. You know what? Might be a good time to have a quick nap and level up too. I don't see anything really dangerously pending on the map right now.
What news, Jonathan? I've heard you've now joined the vampire elite of London.
Did Elizabeth tell you?
So it's Elizabeth now. My. Things are moving quickly. I turn my back for a moment and away you go.
Darn right.
I may have found the source of the contagion. Doris Fletcher, the actress. Thankfully, in the end, she was destroyed by fire.
Really? Oh, please, do tell me more.
Doris was a heavily mutated skal. Almost a new breed entirely. It's as if the disease had completely altered her mind and body. Highly contagious.
As if the disease had taken control of her will?
Yes. Once a beautiful and brilliant woman, she became motivated by hate alone.
Oh, she was a beauty. I met her when she visited the hospital to cheer up the sick. Too bad the fire destroyed her. But it was probably for the best.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard of similar cases?
No, I don't think so. Except, perhaps, it reminds me of an old report from the Brotherhood. Well, more an article, really.
What was it about?
The author, a friar, referred to a rare form of contagion in a skal he observed during the Black Death. The carrier was always female. They called them Icors.
That's a fair name for that.
Have you seen Lady Ashbury recently?
Yes, she popped in yesterday. Told me about your new friends in the West End.
Just a courtesy visit, then.
Yes. And no. She was en route to the docks, I think, following a lead concerning your maker.
How's the situation at the Pembroke?
We're still holding out. Question is, for how long? What we really need is hope, Jonathan. Hope for a better tomorrow.
I'll come back later. Thank you, Edgar.
Always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
Yeah, let's double check the map. Nobody in distress. Now, those people who are sick are going to possibly get a bit worse, but I don't know where the hell they are, so I can't do anything about it. What about gear? Anything else I should upgrade? I don't even use this thing. Well, yeah, I want to upgrade the scythe. Yeah, that is some pretty good damage. I don't have the handle parts for that one yet, though, but... Very nice, very nice. Okay, time for a nap. Got like almost 7,000 XP to spend. Let's see what I can do with it. Oh yes, I also wanted to improve this. Oh god, that costs a lot. Healing is going to be twice as good, so that'll be worth it. Can't afford that one. Ultimate. Actually, I can't afford that. Barely. Do it. And that's 3 level ups for me. Nice. Yeah, look at those people getting better. 100%. Yeah. Who knows how to doctor this guy? Oh, we got some new problems over here. Alright. Cold, fatigue, fatigue. Cold, fatigue. Don't worry about those people later. This place is in bad shape, so... Cold, fatigue, fatigue, okay. I can handle that. I got a lot of those. Alright, we'll drop by the docks on the way to the West End. Or to swing through there along the way. So many people getting sick here all the freaking time.
There's one of them vermins!
Yeah, there it is. You know what? That's fine. I'm just gonna move on. Mind me, guys. Pardon me, gentlemen. Passing through.
Watch yourselves! There's one of them! Stop Vampyr!
Rude.
Give us strength! We are!
Fine. You want me to eat you? I'll eat you. Nom 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 nom. God damn it. They don't always explode at the end like that, so... You don't know whether to expect it or not. Okay. Who are we looking for here again? Booth. These two. I still don't know where the other two are. Okay. I can find those people. This is right here.
Evening, Rufus.
Good evening, Mr. Reid.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about...
A real...
Stop getting sick. I keep giving you medicine all the time.
Good evening, Miss...
Of course. I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep.
Good evening.
Doc,
Mrs. Fish... Goodbye, Miss Fish.
Blah, blah, blah. Bye.
please don't stay too long, sir.
Okay, bye. And who was the other one again? That guy. He's around some... here somewhere, I think.
For now, everything seems under control, more or less.
Don't forget to keep an eye out for this guard of something, sweetie. Mike?
You again. What are you...
Do you need...
Want to give you drugs?
Goodbye.
You.
Good evening, Miss Cole.
Hello.
Tell me stuff.
As long as you...
Why are rivets this expensive? God damn. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well. I did what I wanted to do. Now we go to the West End. You gotta go up here so I can teleport through that.
Without the wet boots keeping things straight, these parts will be running completely apart.
Mm-hmm. Says you. Okay, that's not...
Someone's playing a right strange game.
not the right way.
No, I'm gonna have to
This way.
find out.
And through this way. Pardon me, gentlemen. Ah, caught me. The Lowy eyes found me. Rude. Getting one last aggravated damage in before you die. What an arsehole. You is a asshole. I wonder if I can fight this guy now. Might try. Asshole! Some of that. Tentacles in your asshole! A few levels higher than I was last time, and my weapon's better. So you can eat it, sir. I had something that would make my stamina regen faster. I've got a lot of stamina, but regen's no faster than it ever was. get you, sucker. Yeah, take it. Revenge. Okay.
To let your guard down.
Women's right to vote is only the first.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
She was
Your
delicious.
friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure? To become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood.
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
That's your takeaway from this? That she did it without you? Not that she got killed?
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Yeah, probably. What is this item you have given me? Oh, I guess iron wood. Okay, let's see. 35 stone instead of 18. Hello. Yeah. Very nice. Alright. Oh. What are you doing here?
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind.
So sarcastic.
Something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reid. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Busting with blood. Like an overfilled sack. Where the hell did he go? There he is. Hell. Waypoint says you're over there. You're supposed to be over there. Cheater.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lancebearer. Please tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reid. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the...
I did not thrust my lance anywhere near her, thank you very much.
But some questions remain.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
I'm not sure I'm the best candidate for such a task.
I can hear the hesitation in your voice, Dr. Reid. I admire a man of principles. But in this matter, there is more at stake than your moral comfort.
At stake.
It's not a moral question, Lord Redgrave.
I get it.
It's the responsibility of giving immortality to a man I barely know.
Nonsense.
Who doesn't want it?
Aloysius has been a member of the Ascalon for years. This is but the fruition of a long-held plan.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Before I go, I have a few questions.
All right, I'm listening.
How would you like me to proceed?
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years to prepare himself. He has studied our kind for decades.
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloysius will gratefully sup on your blood. His heart will slow, then stop. But he will rise again as one of us, an immortal.
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body so deeply that some don't survive the metamorphosis. They die for good. But Mr. Dawson has been preparing himself for a long time.
See about that.
Why Aloysius Dawson?
Because he is about to die. And he just may be the most influential man in England. After me, of course.
Of course.
Did he choose me?
No, I did. My decision is very recent, to say the least, but it is entirely mine.
Does he know I'm coming?
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reid. Especially now that you have shown how strong your lineage is through your sister.
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules? No women allowed.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here to witness your triumph.
So it's a temporary admittance, then?
Something of a bargain, considering the crisis we're currently facing.
Goodbye, Lord Redgrave.
I like how I never actually promised I would do it throughout that entire thing. Kind of implied. I never said.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson. To make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skals.
Ooh, scandalous.
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
Now, why are we talking about this right here?
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
How can you be sure the information was correct?
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
Why so vindictive? You suddenly sound like you're angry.
Forgive me, Jonathan. I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I just can't help it.
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall. And yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
But didn't he...
Goodbye for now.
I seem to remember when I talked to Aloysius, he said he didn't want to be a vampire, though. I don't know if that was just him being modest, or if he meant it. Not match up, I do not think.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Rude.
Step away, sir.
All right. See ya. It's not connect. Maybe over there. Alright, yeah, that should do it. Okay, one moment.